10th Standard History 9th Lesson Freedom Struggle in Tamilnadu. In this lesson, we are going to see about anti-colonial struggle in Tamilnadu, contribution of Christian missionaries to the development of education and improvement of the depressed classes, challenges of justices to the Congress in Tamil Nadu, and militant mass movement of the Congress in Tamil Nadu. The freedom struggle in Tamil Nadu was unique because from the beginning it was not only a struggle for independence from the English but also a struggle for independence from social disability imposed by the discrimination of caste system. Now we are going to see about early nationalist movement in Tamil Nadu. Madras Native Association. Madras Native Association or MNA was started by Gazulu Lakshmanaraju, Srinivasanar and their associates in 1852. It consisted primarily of merchants. The objective was to promote the interest of its members and they focus on the reduction of taxes. So this MNA fought for them against these activities by the British people. They increased the taxes on the merchants. So this MNA raised its voice to reduction in taxes, support to the reduction of the taxes. It drew the attention of the government to the conditions and needs of the people. One of the important contributions of MNA was its agitation against the torture of the peasants or farmers by revenue officials. These efforts led to the establishment of the Torture Commission. So, MNA, with the help of the MNA, the Torture Commission and abolition of the Torture Act passed to justify the collection of land revenue through the torture. However, by 1862, the Madras Native Association had ceased to exist. Now we are going to see about how the newspaper dominated or how they express their views and ideas in the society. That is the press, how it expressed their idea in the society. That we are going to see about. That is beginning of the nationalist press, the Hindu and Svetesamittaran. This is the topic of the press. About the press we are going to see in this topic. The appointment of T. Muthuswamy as the first Indian judge of the Madras High Court in 1877 was not accepted by the British people. So the press criticized about the appointment of the judge of T. Muthuswamy. Then G. Subramaniam, M. Veera Rahavachari and other four friends together started a newspaper. That newspaper is called as The Hindu. It was started in 1878. Next newspaper, Sutesamittaran, was started by G. Subramaniam in 1899. The Hindu and Svetesamittaran provided encouragement to the starting of other native newspapers like Indian Patriot, Indian South Indian Mail, Madras Standard, with Suryodayam and India. So, the Hindu and the Svetesamittaran was the inspiration of the other papers, other newspaper to start in the society, like other newspapers or South Indian Mail, Madras Standard, Indian Patriot, Suryodayam and India. These are the newspaper started next to the Hindu and Svetesamittaran. Now about Madras Mahajana Sabha. MMS was the earliest organization in South India with clear nationalist objectives. On 16th May 1884, Madras Mahajana Sabha was started by M. Veera Rahavachari, P. Anandacharlu, P. Rangaya and few others. P. Rangaya became its first president of Madras Mahajana Sabha. P. Anandacharlu played a active role as its secretary. The members met periodically and debated about public issues in closed meetings, conducted hall meetings, and communicated their views to the government. So, through the Madras Mahajana Sabha, P. Rangayya, P. Anandacharli, and other members, they debated public issues and about the hall meetings in the and communicated their views to the government. Its demands included conduct of civil service examination in England and India, abolition of Council of India in London, reduction of taxes, reduction of civil and military expenditure. These are the demands created by Madras Mahajana Sabha, and they exposed their views and ideas to the British people. Many of its demands were adopted later by the Indian National Congress founded in 1885. Now we'll see about moderate phase. Madras Mahajana Sabha led to the formation of an All India organization. A meeting was held in December 1884 in Theosophical Society at Tadayar. It was attended by Dadabhai Nauroji, K.T. Telang, Surendranath Banerjee, and other prominent leaders. Apart from G. Subramaniam, Rangayya, and Anandacharlu. Then, after that, the first Indian National Congress was held in first session of the Indian National Congress was held in 1885 at Bombay. Then second session of Indian National Congress was held in Calcutta in 1886, and third session of Indian National Congress was held at Mackie's Garden, now it is known as Thousand Light, in 1887 to discuss about the freedom struggle or objectives of the freedom. Prominent nationalist of Tamilnadu in moderate phase. The early nationalist leaders were called as the moderate leaders, and they followed the constitutional methods. The activities consisted of conducting hall meetings and deliberating the problems of the country in English. Then the Tamil Nadu moderate leaders, they showed their ideas and expressed their ideas and views to the conducting of mass public meetings and vernacular languages to address the larger publics. Like moderate leaders were from Tamil Nadu were like V.S. Srinivasa Sastri, P.S. Sivasamy, V. Krishnasamy, T.R. Venkatramanar, G.A. Venkadesan, T.M. Madhava Rao, and G. Subramaniar were the name of the moderate leaders from the Tamil Nadu. Now we'll see about Swadeshi movement. The partition of Bengal in 1905 led to the Swadeshi movement and changed the course of the struggle for freedom in various parts of India, especially Bengal, Punjab, and Maharashtra. Popular leaders have emerged. Response in Tamil Nadu: V.O. Sidambaranar, V. Chakkara Iyer, Subramania Bharati, and Surendranath Arya were some of the prominent leaders in Tamil Nadu. Public meetings attended by thousands of people were organized in various parts of Tamil Nadu. Tamil was used on the public platform for the first time to gather the people. So they wanted to call for the meetings. They used in the meeting as Tamil language. Subramania Bharati's patriotic songs were especially important in created patriotic emotions. Through the Subramania Bharati's songs, he created the patriotisms or nationalisms. Many journals were started to propagate Swadeshi ideas. Swadesamitran and India were the prominent journals. That is, these are the newspapers created the awareness among the people. The extremist leader Bipin Chandrapal toured Madras and delivered lectures which inspired the youth. Students and youth participated widely in the Svatesi movement. Svatesi Steam Navigation Company, one of the most important enterprising acts in planning of Svatesi was the launching of the Svatesi Steam Navigation Company at Thoothukudi by V.O. Sidambaranar. He purchased two ships, Gallia and Lavo, and ran them between Thoothukudi and Colombo. Tinnal Uprising. VOC joined with Subramania Siva in organizing the milk workers in Thoothukudi and Tirunelveli. In 1908, he led a strike in the European-owned coral mills. The two leaders were charged with sedition and sentenced to vigorous imprisonment. Initially, VVOC was given a severe sentence of 2 life imprisonments. The news of the arrest sparked riots in Tirunelveli, leading to the burning down of the police station, court building, and municipal office. It led to the death of 4 people in police firing. VVOC was treated harshly in the prison and was made to pull the heavy oil press. To avoid imprisonment, Subramania Bharati moved to Pondicherry, which was under the French rule. Revolutionary activities in Tamilnadu. Pondicherry provided a safe place for the revolutionaries. Many of the revolutionaries in Tamil Nadu were introduced and trained in revolutionary activities at India House in London and in Paris. MPT Acharya, V.V. Subramanianar, and T.S.S. Rajan were the prominent revolutionaries among them. Revolutionary activities was distributed by them in Madras through Pondicherry. Radical newspapers such as India, Vijaya and Suryodayam came out of Pondicherry. Ash murder. In 1904, Nilakanta Brahmachari started the Bharata Mata Society. It was a secret society. Its objective was to kill British officials. Through that, they wanted to create the patriotic feelings among the people. Vanjinathan of Senkotai, he influenced by the organization of Bharata Mata Society. He shot dead W.D. Ash. He was the collector of Tirunelveli on 17th June 1911 in Maniachi railway station. After this shot dead, he shot himself. Annie Besant and the Home Rule Movement. Revolutionaries were disappointed with the Minto Marley reforms as it did not provide for a responsible government. When the national movement was in peak, Annie Besant, an Irish lady and the leader of the Theosophical Society, proposed the Home Rule Movement on the model of Irish Home Rule League. She started Home Rule League in 1916 and carried forward the demand for home rule all over India. So she expressed her idea for the home rule all over the India. G.S. Arundale, B.P. Vadia and C.P. Ramasamy assisted her in this campaign. She started the newspaper New India and Commonweal to carry forward her agenda. She remarked, bullock carts and freedom than a train deluxe with slavery. That is, she compared with travel in bullock carts is better than travel in deluxe train. It means she compared to the deluxe train with slavery is better than the bullock carts with freedom. So she expressed that idea, that is, she expressed her views on the freedom. She wrote 2 books, How India Worked for Freedom and India, a Nation, and a pamphlet on self-government. So 2 books she wrote. That book is Wrought for Freedom, that is, Work for Freedom and India.